been? Guess what? Yes, I know it's late, but it's took me ages to set up the PS3 for this. I mean, absolutely ages. As Exotitan said when I asked his advice, I hated streaming on the PS3. I can see why. Never owned a PS3 in my life until now. Basically, it was gifted to me by a customer, even though I told them to go to CX and trade it in there. But to be fair, I've been looking back on it, they've only got like 19 quid for it or something daft like that. So, yeah. But the big question is, and this question is huge, is the PS3 retro? Now, at this exact moment at time of recording, which is the 25th of the 10th, 2020, the PS5 has not yet been released in anywhere in the world. However, it is out there to influencers and reviewers and people like that. But the PS3 came out a long while ago. And I've got some games here, such as MotorStorm, which is one of the first racing games that came out on the system. And this was released in, I think it was a launch title, but I could be wrong, 2007. MotorStorm is 2006 copyright though, so this may be a later version of MotorStorm. So there's two things that people say make things retro. One is that a console is 10 years old, but that doesn't really work because the PS3 and the 360 for that matter were both over 10 years old before the next console came out, and you can't have a retro console that's actually a current console because that just doesn't work. So my argument is that I think something is retro when it's 2 generations old. So when the PS5 comes out officially, that would make the PS3 a retro console. At least that's the Thierry Henry I have about this. That means theory, by the way. So let's retro game. Am I a bit preemptive here? I mean, technically it is retro-ish because it's really old, but also technically it's not retro because, well, it's not. So where does the PS3 lie? I always say to people when they come in, why PS3 is worth so little, I get asked, and I always say because they're not current and they're not retro. They're at that bit in the middle where no one really cares about them. But I do believe that the PS3 and the 360 will be the last consoles that do become proper retro, if that makes sense, due to the fact that although there is a lot of online stuff on both consoles, there's also a lot of offline stuff on both consoles, whereas the PS4 and the Xbox One and subsequent games consoles, there are a lot of online stuff, and the actual games you buy are, well, they're not going to be worth anything ever. So I think the only thing we can do is have a play. So this is it. It's not a George Foreman grill. This one is the second one, I believe, that they brought out. Because there's one with a slidey top. This doesn't have a slidey top. This has a jump and a jump. But I don't think this isn't one because it's not the George Foreman grill. The George Foreman grill one looked like a George Foreman grill, which is why I call it the George Foreman grill. So thank you to the people who brought this in. And here we go. A bit dusty actually. The first game I've ever played in my house on a PS3 is going to be MotorStorm. in it goes eventually. Let's turn that around a little bit so it's a little bit more appetizing for you to see. Let's just move me around a bit as well, innit? Never mind. So I'm using this on not HDMI. It's got an HDMI slot in it, but I'm not using it on HDMI because it just didn't want to do HDMI. I'll be honest with you, it was not interested in the slightest. Now, one thing it says on here is it's one player and it's 7 oh my eyes have gone 725 something or other KB minimum. It's got stay axis motion control. It works on HD 720. Network features and network players 2 to 12. Although we haven't got network on this, I'll be honest with you, due to the fact that, well, I forgot my password. It's not even a joke. I forgot my password. Get over it. And yes, I'm still drinking the gin for the other one, for the other night. You've got the slidey top one. Yeah, I genuinely. The reason why the PS3 passed me by was because I basically bought myself a PS2, having had a PS1, and then I went into Game in Wigan on the bottom corner where it currently is, but not for long, I fear. And they had a display on for the Xbox original, obviously, and it was like £100 with a few games and a couple of the games I wanted on the PS2, and I had the money in my pocket, so I bought myself an Xbox. And from that moment onwards, I'd been Xbox, so I completely missed the PS3. I mean, completely missed the PS3. I also completely missed the beginning of the PS4 as well. I only got onto the PS4 very late indeed. So literally, this is my first play on the PS3. And the big question is, I still haven't decided, is it retro or is it not retro? Right, I need to change my TV channel so I can see what's going on. Take that away. I think we'll have it in English because that's what I speak in. I try to speak it anyway. It doesn't always work. This game saves data automatically at certain points. I've got to bear in mind this is a two generation old console now.
In this ageless valley, a new breed of warrior has been born.
Top Gear.
Born to rage against the silence of these ancient rocks.
I've got to remember this is a launch title.
Tear apart the very fabric of the desert.
This is a launch title. Remember that.
Born
Don't criticize the graphics.
At any cost. The stage is set.
Yeah, Gold Dalek, exactly.
A storm is coming. The land braces itself.
God, if this was real,
To motor storm.
I'd 100% take these people and individually shoot them all in the head. But it's not, it's only a computer game, so it's not real. I could have listened to the rest of that, but I couldn't be arsed, I'll be honest. Gotta go for a rally car, aren't we? Well, it's not loading yet. Oh, there we go. This is your motorstorm initiation, but don't expect it to be a stroll in the sand. Prove the pack Prove to the pack that you know what route to take. Go high in the high vehicles, stay low in the heavy ones. You can let loose with the boost when you hit the back straight. Okay. I must admit, I think this was the first game that was given as there are multiple routes. It's not like Formula 1 or whatever where you have to go around. So I'm the opposite, Goldarlik. I've already bought and paid for my Series X. The money that I saved up over the year. Of the two. Right, I don't know what accelerate is. It could be triangle or it could be trigger. I'll try triangle first, because it is PlayStation. Why have they vandalised the walls of this iconic monument? Right, it's trigger. Yeah, I want to quit. Thank you. The good news for you, Jack, is it's actually up there online. Music volume. Get rid of the music. Oh, can hear the bloody console going rup rup now. Doesn't like that. It's a bit noisy, isn't it? Don't know whether you can hear that or not. Is it my cat throwing up in the corner? Because it's a very similar noise. Right, let's go back and play the game without music. No, I haven't got Def Jam Fight for New York. I've just got a few random games that I picked up in the shop. And like I said earlier, the thing I'm doing is I'm trying to figure out what is this the retro console, or is it still, well, we're going back to the argument again, aren't we? Because it is retro because it's 2 generations old, but it's not retro because why? I don't know. I do prefer gerbils, Jack, as in I had 2 that lived for over 10 years, and that's not even possible. I kept them in a fish tank, so they just kept swimming all the time. And no, joking. It was full of sawdust, and they just kept digging all the time. They just loved it. Every time I went downstairs, there was a new tunnel that had been dug. Kept them fit, kept them active. Doesn't work for the cat. Yeah, the games I've got. Well, we're waiting for this to load. Oh, okay. We're off. I need to change the view. Get out of my way! Absolute bottom creek. Whoops. To be fair, this is quite impressive. I mean, that driving wasn't then, it's rather, the steering is rather sensitive. I went round to a mate's house who I've not seen for years, a mate at the time, and they got me to play this game, and I just didn't like it. This is the first time I played it proper. Got the boost. I like the mud coming up like it's on the windscreen. Oh. I'm not overly keen on the crashing. Glad you bought live traps and not mouse traps, because that would be cruel. Oh, there we go. Is that the only 2 views you get? The controls are too sensitive. I can see why this blew people away when it first came out, because you'd only really played racing games on the PS2 at the time. Well done to Kimi Räikkönen, by the way, today. Fantastic start, and I watched on his Instagram his first lap. Very, very impressive indeed. It's a shame the car is rubbish when it's dry. I don't know where I'm going here. We can get on the wheels, on wheels, on wheels. Oops. I think I saw earlier when I was driving that you put "I've got mouse traps," and I was panicking, thinking, oh my god, it's extreme. I'm glad you clarified that they're live mouse traps. Get a position. Get another position. How the hell you can keep a score on a track that's so variable, I don't know. I mean, the mud looks a bit plasticky, doesn't it, let's be honest. I lost the place again. That little drink on the bike, I think. Steering on this is absolutely ridiculous. Final lap. I don't know how we're on the final lap. I feel like I've done 3 laps already. I mean, who makes a race where you drive through a scrapyard in the middle of a national park? Just like just saying. Oh, he didn't make that. Whoa! Oh, down to 13th, 14th. Shut your doors. Health and safety. So I can imagine this was pretty impressive. How do? Kieran? Can't imagine this is taxing the PS3 too much. But again, my argument has always been, when a new generation of console comes out, remember this was a launch title, or near launch anyway, that the game developers, even the people who own the consoles, have not been able to go further than sorry, I'm concentrating now, just got to beat that guy on the bike. Beat the guy on the bike. I could say I have no steering at the moment. Yeah, I'll be honest, didn't do well then. Oh, I failed to qualify, okay. So we need to retry. In fact, that was my first ever race, and with steering that is, at best, rubbish. I don't even know I'm going the right way at the minute, but let's for sake of argument say I am going the right way. Currently first place. It's like F1 2019 again. Do really badly, and the first time I race a track, and then I generally win it on the second race. I won't win, obviously. Near all the cars around me. That's not a good thing. Whoa. Right, I need to go. Right, I'm down to second place. Oh, back up to first. Steering is literally all over the place. I have no idea how I got through that. Didn't get through that though, but I'm still in the lead. And that's lap one done. Come on! Now position 10. I am not happy. I'm in 11th place now. Back up to 10th. I don't even know what happened then. Up to 9th, up to 8th, up to 7th. Even though technically I haven't really done anything. Oh, for God's sake, I thought I could jump over them. fourth. Third. Fifth. I took that corner too wide, didn't I? Sixth. Seventh. Ah! Look at that, I managed to get me wreck through the... What are you doing that for? Controller's stuck. My analog stick was stuck in left then. I've got a lap to get this back. I had more sleep than I've had for a long while, Dan. Thanks for the concern. Literally didn't get up until 2 o'clock this afternoon. Admitted I didn't go to bed till 4 o'clock this morning, which technically was 5 o'clock. Kind of steering ad hoc at the minute. Oh no. Going to 10th. What are you doing that for? What the hell am then? I took out someone else with me, so it's not too bad. I'm going to have to change controller. Thankfully I've got 2 controllers. This controller is bobbins. Currently in 13th place out of 15, up to 12th. Right behind me. Not now. Get a lot of places here. I've got to get a lot of places here, surely. And I've just straight lined it. No. Got one of them in it. Action replay. Action replay. Cheat things. Right then. So this is Mortal Storm. Is there anyone playing online? Right, okay. No, it's the word. Let's have a look, see where we're at. So that was MotorStorm, and I can imagine at the time it blew people away. I mean, graphically it was good. I got to remember this game is 14 years old, so yeah. And if you've only ever had a PS2, this literally would have blown your little minds. Not saying you had little minds, but you know what I mean. But you did have little minds, didn't you? Let's be honest. All right, spit it out. Thank you. So, I've got a few games to get through tonight. I basically picked games that are exclusive to the PS3. So we've got the Phantom Menace, we've got Ratchet and Clank Trilogy, which, yes, I know is a remake. Then we've got Killzone 2. Then we've got Resistance, Fall of Man, and Tales of Xillia. Don't forget to like if you're enjoying this. The big question is, we've got to play Tales of Xillia. I've actually gone from the bottom and working my way up. So this is Tales of Xillia. I've never played this before in my life. MotorStorm I have played once, but Tales of Xillia is a definite never played. And it's by Namco, before they were Namco Bandai. Quick reminder that I went to Namco Bandai's office back in the day. Oh, there's 2 discs. 1 disc and 2 discs. That one is the PS3 disc, and that one apparently is music selection from the Tales of Team. Music selection from the Tales of Team, it says. What's that about? Music selection of the Tales of Team. And it is. Oh, and it is. Look, Bandai Namco. But this one, the actual disc itself just says Namco on it. Right. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So this is the games disc, which we will bob in. Blu-ray, which of course at the time was, wow. Hi, I can see you through the reflection. So let's pop it in. In it goes. I'm not a big fan of these sucky in and sucky out kind of things, because I figure if they break when there's a disc in there, you lose that disc forever. It's not even a game. Not even a game. Not even a joke. Oh, I need to... It's still on that screen. Oops. So I need to... Oh, God. Need to escape. Nope, killed it. I've literally killed it. Stone dead. So let's switch the thing off. Don't forget to like. I've got no likes at the moment. Where do you lot stand on whether or not we are playing a retro console or not? Because I've had my say. What's your say? It's quite important. Game Tales of... Freaking hell, that made me jump. Oh. Kieran's going no. I'm not thinking about Fall Guys, no. Oh, installing game data. See, this is something I'd never understood with the Blu-ray PS3, because I never had one. You have to install stuff. I mean, obviously I'm familiar with it now, with the PS4 and the Xbox One. Which is why a while ago I stopped doing midnight launches. And then later still, I stopped doing new stuff because there's no profit in them. Best thing about PS3 is free online play. Anything made after 2000 is retro, never will be. I think PS6, then it's retro. Yeah, but the PS2's retro. No one argues about that, and it's only 2 generations old. And let's be honest, the PS3 is well over 15 years old. And in gaming time, that's a millennia. But I do stand by the fact that I think this console will be the last console, along with the 360, that will have a retro market, because the Xbox One and the PS4, it's all about the online and download stuff and everything. And as soon as they switch the servers off, then you've basically got a coaster for your drinks. Whereas with the majority of these games, I mean, obviously there are exceptions, but for the majority of the games on the PS3 and the Xbox 360, they do have the option of playing them any time in the future. So, but I do think the PS3 will be the last retro. Which is better, PS3 or Xbox 360? That's like me asking which is better. Enjoying the company, if you know what I mean, of a lady, or enjoying the company of a man. I've only ever enjoyed the company of a lady, so I can't judge what the company of a man would be like. So I would assume a lady, but people who enjoy the company of a man, like Kieran, then that might be a different result. So literally, you are watching the only time I've played PS3 games. And this is only the second PS3 game I've played in my house ever. So it's difficult to draw judgments. I mean, I would automatically say the 360 because the 360 is a console that I kind of fell in love with. It got me into different kinds of games like shoot 'em ups, racing games, and then horror, which will bring me to Halloween, which is this Saturday, where I will be playing horror games on various different consoles, including the Xbox 360. I'm on the phone to my girlfriend, thank you. Oh, he takes everything personally, which those kind of people generally do. Company of a man would be a good beer and gameplay. Yes, that's a good point. How many ladies? Not as many as most people, because I'll be honest with you, it doesn't interest me all that kind of malarkey. I've lived on my own for the last 12 plus years, and I've never been happier in myself than living on my own. I've had a house guest occasionally, one of which, of course, obviously robbed me. But overall, I do prefer to be on my own. I do have friends around occasionally, like Exotitan and whatever. But, you know, it's just, like you say, it's just drinking and playing games. There's nothing else going on. Update, mouse spotted. Whoa! If you just joined us, you wonder what the hell's going on. Carly bought some mice. One escaped yesterday, and she's trying to recapture it humanely using humane mouse traps. But when I first read she had mouse traps, I thought she was just going to kill it. But anyway, no, she's not that bad, so it's fine. Anyway, the good news is Bandai Namco Games is loading. No, it's not a. It's not a mouse. It's not a mouse. It's an actual mouse. And I've just moved my mouse, haven't I? So I need to reset now. Oh, for God's sake. Oh. Yep, my mouse has moved completely. We'll go to fade, shall we? Re-record, not fade away. Re-record, not fade away. Record just saying loading them behind me, I think. Although I couldn't tell because I wasn't looking. I would want a robot girlfriend. Why would I want a squeak mouse? You would want a robot girlfriend, I think. To be fair, EXO, player one, is trying to get me into playing games which are what the hell? Yeah. I think a robot girlfriend would probably insert damage to a certain part of my anatomy. Right, there's a lot of stairs there. Oh look, there's even more stairs when you get to the top. Again, remember this is a borderline retro console. Take that into account. There's some throbbing light there. Last time I saw something throb like that. Oh! Yeah, let's zoom in on a boob, shall we?
Spirits are dying.
Oh, she knew it was there.
I fear the power of Spyrix is behind this. We should investigate.
We should investigate. Why were that?
So how long has it been? 6 years? Time sure flies.
It does. Sure flies. Oh God.
Come.
Oh.
Benmont awaits.
That's kind of ironic, Jack. That's exactly what you were talking about, wasn't it? Oh! Now, I'll be honest with you. Tales of Xillia, I'm aware of. But I have absolutely no... I've had no experience of Tales of Xillia. I've not watched the anime, I've not read the graphic novels, not played the games. So this, to me, is an absolute enigma. I have no idea what is going on.
Man's wishes to fruition.
Pardon me.
And in turn, those wishes preserve and protect the spirit's livelihood. Therefore, it could be said that Maxwell, the Lord of the Spirits...
To be fair, if you polish this up a little bit, this would be a decent release for the PS5, because God knows it needs one.
In this world, no known evil exists that could threaten this harmonious cycle. But if one did, perhaps it might lurk in the hearts of men.
Always blame the men. Depends on her age. If she's under the age of 20, then 0. If she's over the age of 30, then I reckon a strong 7.
Sorry.
This is so classic, isn't it? With the big eyes that kind of go down to the cheeks. The end of their eye is about here. Select a main character. Jude or Mila? Mila. No, I'll be the guy, because to be fair, how often do you see a game where the guy's got brown eyes and I have brown eyes? And dark hair? Usually it's beautiful blonde, blue eye kind of annoying stuff. So we'll go with Jude. I mean, I don't like the name. I want to change the name because it reminds.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Oh, B. Miller. I'm not B. Miller. No, it's not Elko, the dolphin. Oh no, don't tell me my followers now are getting addicted to gin.
You okay? Those documents must be for the registrar's office.
Yeah, thanks for helping out. You sure you have time for this? Don't you have residency training with Professor House?
Don't worry about that. You're in a rush too, aren't you?
Shoot, you're right.
Shoot.
Thanks again. You better get moving too.
Shoot. Who says shoot? Oh my god. This takes this.
Right. Crap, I'm gonna be late.
I do apologise for that expletive. He used the word crap. But I will point out that this is a 16 certificate. And I've just noticed as well, it's not to be sold separately. Oops. Mother's ruin. What, me? I'm always getting in trouble. Oh, brilliant. Right, so we have to... Whoa. Head to the reception. Is that reception? I knew there's a reason why I don't play these games. I've got a sticky left stick. Don't we all? I keep hearing someone saying, all I want to do is zigga-zigga. People ask me why I don't play games like this. All I want to do is zigzagga. It's quite a big school, isn't it? Anyway, I'll be honest with you. I've had enough of that. That's Tales of Xillia. And what a dreadful game that is. Right, I've quit the game, which is something I've learned from the last game that I played. Give me the disc. No, I didn't turn it off. I pressed that button. There we go. So, Tales of Xillia. Can you get further than I did? Available now at Games and More for only £9.95. Bargain. Right. Now I showed you these games that I've got, but I forgot to mention I've also gotten possibly the most classic game, racing game particularly, on the why did you plug that in? Why did you retract that statement? I don't know. Gran Turismo 5, which I've never played because it's on the PS3. I've never had a PS3. But don't worry, that'll be the last game I play. The next game I play, because I'm turning these upside down, is Resistance, Fall of Man. Hey, this is Resistance, Fall of Man. Now, the story of this game is going to be epic, so I'll read it out to you whilst the game is doing what it needs to do, which is install. So this is platinum, which means it did really, really well. Although as you can tell, it's not worth as much as it was back in the day. Yes, that does say 45p. Welcome to Games and More. When the Russians closed their borders, we feared they were developing a weapon of unparalleled power. The truth was far worse. Without warning, the Shinimura attacked from the east, and in just 2 months, Europe fell. And as the Chimera hunted down the remaining survivors, the last resistance fighters rose up from the ruins of Great Britain. Never underestimate humanity's will to survive. Resistance, Fall of Man. But I'll give you a bit of a heads up. There ended up being Resistance 2 and Resistance 3. So I'm pretty sure man did not fall in the first game. See what I did there? So, platinum, which means it sold really well. Which is probably why it's only worth 45p. 45p, where are we? God, that's difficult to do. Just look there, it's easier. 45p, that's the price at Games and More in Wigan. Yay! Come to Games and More in Wigan and buy games for like coal. So, I've never ever played a Resistance game ever. So, what is Fall of Man like? Is it good? Is it bad? Or is it indifference? Resistance Fall of Man needs to perform an initial setup process. This will take 45 to 50 seconds. Press the start button to continue. No, I will not. Because I reckon I've got a clock on my phone. I got a clock on my phone. Stopwatch. There we go. It would look like I've had a stopwatch going for like 15 billion years. So I'm going to press the start button at the same time as I press the start button. So 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. So 45 seconds. the hell? Oh, okay. Press the start button. Looks like it's done it in well, it said 45 seconds before I turned the thing round. So, okay, it was true to its word. Oh, I always get rid of the audio, and I'm gonna have the subtitles on. Right. Jack. You've been watching this channel too long.
The origin of the virus is unknown.
Oh, virus!
But its effects were devastating and swift. In the 1930s, reports of biological experiments began leaking out of Russia. Then reports of villages destroyed overnight. Then entire cities. We feared the Russians had developed a weapon of unparalleled power. The truth was far worse. The Chimera stayed sealed within Russia for over a decade. Then, in 1949, they launched an attack that overwhelmed all of Europe in a matter of weeks. For several months we thought England was safe. But in October of 1950, the Chimera burrowed under the Channel. We had prepared for them, but in 3 months' time, the war was lost. We abandoned the cities to the Chimera and retreated to scattered military bases and outposts. The Chimera had won. On July the 11th, 1951, the Americans launched an assault.
Thank you, Jack. Greatly appreciated. You know what I'm talking about? Switch the live chat on, it makes so much more sense.
The actions of that soldier have become a matter of both scrutiny and myth. What follows are the known events of his life, from July 11th to July the 14th, the day he was last seen.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you haven't already.
The American soldiers had no idea what they would soon be facing. The US government had sealed its borders in 1950. Radio waves and newspapers became state property. Only the highest levels of their government knew the truth. The operation was an exchange. The Americans were bringing supplies and tanks into York. We were giving them our one secret weapon. Something we could offer that they couldn't build themselves.
Pretty much everything.
I was the commander of the convoy team that was to meet the US.
Well, you weren't, were you?
We were
Because in
ambushed in Manchester on the
1940...
way to the rendezvous. There was no way to warn the Americans. They were on their own in York, fighting an enemy they knew nothing about. We never learnt exactly what happened there. All we know is that Nathan Hale was the sole survivor.
Well, he's going to get rope burns on his hand, isn't he? That's not a good start, is it? Rope burns on your hand. York, England. So that's for England to be part of a big game that is from a Japanese company, which is probably written by Americans. Oh, is Insomniac British though? I think Insomniac was British, wasn't it? But even for it to get through, it's pretty good.
Sir, your squad! Go now! You're with me, let's go!
Alright, okay. I've been to York, and I'll be honest with you, it doesn't look like this. Why do you have the top button as a trigger? That makes no sense. I'll be honest with you, that was really annoying. Right, I know how to shoot now, which is a start. Oh great, I'm on my own. What the hell? I mean, literally. What the hell? Yes, I want to quit the game. Thank you. Resistance Fallen Man. It's probably easier if you have a controller that doesn't have a joystick on the left side that sticks all the time. Well, I've turned it off, haven't I? God's sake. Right. So there's a disc, Resistance Fallen Man. I can see why it's 45p, I'll be honest. So next up is Killzone 2, which probably is exactly the same as Resistance Fallen Man. I.e., we're fighting baddies that are destroying the planet, and again, it's 45p, so it's not overly expensive. We like not overly expensive. I like not overly expensive anyway. So the mirrors are getting warm in here. Oh no. Shave Kit have sent me a thing that ends soon. No. Please no. The good news is Ratchet and Clank is next after this one. Did you ever play the game? A great intro, then when you played it, it was just like... Yes! 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 Homefront. The first Homefront. The second Homefront, I'll be honest with you, even the intro was rubbish. I nearly said shite then, but I'm trying to, control myself. So yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Homefront, the first game, the bit where you're hiding the bodies on the baseball pitch was actually quite good, but overall it was like meh kind of thing. I never took a joystick to bed with me. God, that's slander. Anyway, it's not a joystick anymore now, it's a controller. I used to have a joystick for my Amiga, I don't know where it went. Did I mention I've got piles? If you wonder what I'm waiting for, there's all this crap going on. Why is it sticky? It's the D pad that's sticky. I don't know why, but it kind of stays in. To be fair, it might not have been used for a long while, which is one of the many reasons why they often stick. Anyway, good news. We are now playing Killzone 2. We'll go with English. It's definitely second hand. And to be fair, the actual top of the controller did have a substance on it which looked white. Please adjust the brightness slider until the hell gas symbol is barely visible. Right, I've took it up to the top and I can't see it. On the other one I can't see it.
My people, sons and daughters of Helga, this much I vow. The history of these days will be written in blood. By crushing the armies of our enemy, by seizing the weapons they thought to turn against us, we were fighting for our very existence.
I hate it when they use my face without my permission.
Those who would deny us peace, refuse us our rightful place in the universe, then we will unleash such terrible vengeance.
Actually, yeah, it's not my face. Those ears stick out too far. I've got the flattest ears in the world.
A spokesman for ISA High Command had this to say on Basari's latest outburst.
The dictator Basari plays a martyr while threatening the peace of the universe.
Listening to this shit makes me want to break something.
Ever the diplomat, Rico.
Rico! That's a reference to Starship Troopers.
I'm off the field this time. So I'm looking to you and Seb to get it done.
You know we're on.
Good luck, Sergeant.
Sir.
The ISA also confirmed that
Social distancing, don't shake hands. What is wrong with you people?
they will arrive in orbit over the Helghan capital in approximately 2 weeks, by which time Fleet Commander Templar expects the first wave of the assault force to have dealt decisive blows against Vasari's forces. I'm sure we all wish our brave men and women good luck and Godspeed.
Hiya, G-Ray 476 Wi-Fi. Hope you're good. Hello, Nesta Neria. Another two new viewers. Welcome. Live long and prosper. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Loads of this rubbish that I do is available on this channel. Just use the playlist to get to the bits you want to actually see, and ignore the rest, because something for everyone.
Even now,
Right, in space you can't hear explosions.
Force, but they cannot claim by right. They cannot imagine.
Hello, Nestor.
We will smite the invaders from our
So G-Ray and Nestor, what part of the world are you at? I need to break America, that's all.
They sweep over our lands like the sands of winter.
I've got the UK, I've got a bit of Europe, I've got India, but I've got no America.
Their oppression. Never again endure their tyranny. We will strike without warning.
Dreamcast is a different console.
One hand, one heart, one soul.
Proofread everything you type before you press send.
Drenching our ancestors' graves.
Mexico! Excelente!
As our last breath tears at their lungs.
I think you're probably the first person I've ever spoke to on my channel from Mexico. So there you go, you're number one.
They will know Helgan belongs to the Helgans.
Killzone 2. The big debate that we're having tonight is the PS3 a retro console? Or is the PS3 still a current-ish console? For my mind at the moment, it's neither. It's in the middle, it's in that void, it's in that bit where no one gives a left dangly bit about it. But when the PS5 comes out in a week or two, it'll be totally different. So we'll have to wait and see. Options. Audio. Music. Goodbye music. Right, let's go back. New campaign. It's obviously going to be a new campaign, isn't it? And I'm a recruit because I've never played this game before. Big love to Mexico. Mexico. I must admit, I do like Mexico. I've never been to Mexico. I don't have a passport, so I can't go anywhere. But it looked really good in Terminator 2. So, yeah, I want to go to Mexico. Oh my god. Doing that with the controller makes a difference. Tequila, it makes me happy. Tequila, I don't know any other words. Tequila. Who are you? Oh. I'll be honest. First thing I do is have a wee.
Let's go. All hands time for us to deploy. Caused by rough atmospheric conditions.
Look at that. Shame we can't get any closer and just blast them away from up here. They've got some crazy anti-aircraft system.
Report immediately to base seat for pre-launch.
Shit,
I'm currently drinking gin. Gin is not tequila, but it is very alcoholic.
The point guy is Captain Narva leading Avenger convoy. He's kicking Hig ass and taking names in the Sorry Square. Next stop is the Palace. Well, scuttlebutt is we're going to be tasked to Narville. You know, cover his flying, special duties and all that.
Avoid radiating any electrical equipment at this time.
Garson, sir, meet Evelyn. Our council scientist is tracking the nukes to Higgs stone.
Hello.
What about the nukes?
Right now, we have no idea.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Let's break Mexico.
You must treat Bizarre professionally, Sergeant Velasquez. His cooperation will be
Tell you what,
to our long-term hands.
subscribe. And if I get 10 people who are from Mexico on a live stream I do on Saturday, I will drink tequila instead of gin.
Convoys on point?
I've read the sit rep.
So not only do you get really rubbish British entertainment, but your government also gets a little bit of tax money. Like,
only what we get from
I don't know, what currency does Mexico have?
Braddock is mentioned as
Is it dollars or is it pesetas?
So expect the defense to be fanatical.
Great.
Anyway, yeah, it's a win-win. And I get drunk and end up getting my top off. So everyone wins except for people watching it when I take my top off.
Your job will be clearing a route for a reinforcement convoy. You'll be inserted onto a beach.
I think Nestor's already gone actually because he's not replied to any of that, even though it was good. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share.
I'm telling you, the fault is in this section. And I'm telling you, I checked this section twice. Did you really test it, or did you just run a diagnostic from the terminal? Fuck you. You know how busy we are this close to the... Look, if this junction is out, then the new sun is blind for almost 12% of our horizon. No AA cover.
Hiya, Tenuous Grip. Nice to meet you.
Humor me. Look, it could be a corroded...
Potatoes?
Maybe if we run a program...
I'm not brought Canada either. I'll be honest with you, you're the first Canadian I've spoke to. And yeah, I'm old, I'm fat, I'm male and white, which is a minority at the moment. Controversial. But, there's no but really, that's it. I need to break Canada and America. And then one day, I will do a Let's Explore Toronto. But I can't do that unless I get thousands of people from Canada to follow me. So get all your friends online, get them following me. And then, hey Canada! Yeah, I'm in Canada. Let's explore Toronto. Let's explore Ontario. Let's explore other places in Canada. The big discussion tonight is the PS3 a retro console? Because the PS5 is due out soon. This is the first PS3 I've ever owned. I can't even walk straight. I've been on beer and now I'm on gin. So yeah, not good.
What about the new EXO units? They should give us an edge. I heard the prototype blew up during tests. Count me out as a test flight. Me either. What's good money if they know what to spend? They say the Higgs have a replacement blend next metro. Did you guys fix the heat exchange issue? And apparently it was a basic motherfucker.
Hey, come on you two. I ain't got all day.
Well, yeah, I've got all day.
I gotta get home in time to tuck Guards' mom in.
That's funny.
Units 20.
Check your gig. That includes you, Neko. Thing you forget is a thing to save your life.
Sorry, I've had to stop the game because Jack has come out with some BS. Hi, I'm sexy, tall, young, slim, male, and white. I balance Elder out. Now, there's two things particular on this that I think that you don't balance me out with because you're the same as me, and that is male and white. I mean white. I mean, God's sake. I mean, if I do that, my chest is so white it goes see-through. So I can't get whiter than this. So you're not balancing out a white with a white. You can't balance out something with something that's the same as something. And also, I'm male, which I'm not going to prove. But yeah, I'll give you the. Okay, I've had my shit open for ages. Nestor's already gone. You balance out the other bits. Yeah, okay. I'll give you that you are sexy, because I'm not sexy. Tall, I'm not tall. Young, I'm not young. And slim, I'm definitely not slim. So if you said I'm sexy, tall, young and slim, then you win. You need to be easy on tequila. Have you ever drunk gin, Nestor? Here's a question for you. Have you ever drunk gin? And if so, which is more alcoholic or potent? Is it tequila or is it gin? And this is very important because you are an aficionado of tequila. When you drink tequila, I can't even say tequila. When you drink tequila, do you drink it neat as a shot, or do you drink it with a mixer like we do gin and scotch and other drinks that we drink here in Europe? Don't forget to share, like and subscribe as well. Right, let's get back on with this.
How are the men holding up?
Yeah, they're ready. Just want to be let off their leash.
I wish I was going with you on this one.
I get lost.
I'm counting on it. Good luck, Rico.
Sir. Okay, people, let's get this shit done.
Language? Language, Timothy? Whoa, hang on a minute.
It's their planet this time. Keep your shit wide tight, okay?
Language?
Includes you, Garza. I'm not pulling your sorry ass out of the fire like back on Soren.
And who started the fire by opening up on the patrol?
Napco's just a natural-born diplomat. Fuck you.
Whoa, language.
Check it out. Joe started.
Are we gonna literally fall through the atmosphere?
Whoa, man! That's gotta send a message! Man, I live for this shit! Natco? Yeah? May want to buckle up. Shit.
Here we go!
Oh, yeah! Holy crap! No kidding! You ever seen this before? At Vector, maybe?
Vector was nothing.
I've never seen, to be fair, a drop ship, which is basically a platform.
Don't want to inhale that stuff. Dust off as soon as we hit. Regroup on BSM. No sightseeing. Hands down, people!
Incoming flash!
Neat, Nestor, neat.
Come on, get to cover. Let's go. Everyone okay? Never better. Whip it. Move it up.
They got us pinned down from the bridge! Rest of the task force taking hell on the other side! Convoy Punisher is inbound! Incoming! We need those reinforcements! Support force! Now it's Hammond! I got you, buddy. Hang on! This is bullshit! Where's their officer?
the controls on this are so bad. I forgot to zoom in. Oh yeah, it's that in there. Is he dead? He's dead. No, he's not dead. I must admit, I mean, after all the stuff that went on before, I'm really not enjoying this. So that was Killzone 2. How good was that? Oh, for fuck's sake, I keep pressing the wrong fucking button. Still got 3 games to play, and it's already 1:01, and I've got work tomorrow. So I kind of need to get through these rather quickly. See, DayZ is a game that EXO wants me to play, and I kind of keep resisting. Next up, look at the price. Ratchet and Clank trilogy. I mean, come on. It's a PS3 game. This is retro. This is when games start going up in value, I suppose. So look at CX, see what they're charging for this game. Actually, while I'm doing that, let's just stick it in so we can let it install or whatever it needs to do. So PS3 Ratchet HD Trilogy. Well, the good news is, obviously, I'm cheaper than them. They're doing it for £38. 38 pounds, as we like to say. So, yeah. That is pretty expensive for a PS3 game. But it kind of shows you that some games do end up being worth quite a bit of money, and it's very. I think it's pretty unlikely that there are many games on the PS4 and the Xbox One that in the future will be worth that kind of money. So we've got Ratchet and Clank, we've got Ratchet and Clank 2 and Ratchet and Clank 3. So the easiest place to start is Ratchet and Clank 1. Now I know there's a guy who comes into the shop who's really into Ratchet and Clank. And by really, I mean really. Really. I know it's not me. Well, yeah, but to be fair, the other games I've shown tonight have been 45p, 45p, 9.95, and £1.95. So this is the odd one out. That noise is really annoying. I mean, really, really annoying. Kilzo Plateau, Planet Vielden, 11:30 AM. Now, I'm pretty sure this is a PS2 game that's been upgraded to be a PS3 game.
Final step, attach robotic ignition system. Thank you for using help desk technology.
Meanwhile, in a factory on a nearby planet. Oh, look at Clanky's tiny. All the big robots are after little Clanky. Oh, that were lucky. What? Approaching Planet Veldon, 11:40 AM, 11:48 AM. Oh look, Clank's dead.
Welcome to the Gadgetron Help Desk. We're here to offer you advice during your interplanetary travels.
Oops. How can you fall off that quick? I'll be honest with you, even I don't know. I'm collecting these bits.
You can interrupt help desk messages by pressing the triangle button.
Means I'm going the right direction.
help desk messages, please select options from your pause menu. Gadgetron's OmniWrench 8000 includes a new Comet Strike feature. To activate it, use the R1 button to crouch, and then press the square button. That's nanotech. Whenever you sustain injury, let Gadgetron's patented nanotech system rebuild your body from the inside out.
Oh, I fell to my death. Well, it's not giving me the things to pick up because I've already picked them up. That's a bit annoying, I'll be honest with you. God's sake. I've at least got to find Clank before I turn this pile of crap off. Just hope to God they don't come back. Oh, for sake. But at least we now know whether or not the things that I killed come back alive again. And the answer is yes, they do. But the boxers don't. Oh, this is annoying. I mean, I know, yes, it's a PS2 game. I don't understand why these boxes are here when all the other boxes are here. No! Hi, twins. Do I like point and click games? It's an interesting question. I kind of do and I don't. That makes sense. There are some point and click games that I'm like, yeah, that's really good, and there's like I would class Telltale games as point and click. They're really good. And there's other games which are, well, be right getting my brother on. I'm not alcoholed yet. He lied. Right, next up, don't expect much gameplay from this. This is Metal Gear Solid, the Phantom Pain Day 1 edition from Konami. Do you remember when Konami used to make games back in the day? Well, this is one of them. And this is when Hideo Kojima was still part of the team. Now, loads of people, and I mean loads of people, have whinged and moaned about this game because they say basically you're basically watching a DVD stroke Blu-ray and occasionally pressing a button on your controller. But I can't comment because I've never seen this game before. So therefore, I need to play it and find out myself. If it does waffle on a bit too much, I'll be honest with you, it won't be on for long. Yeah, Exo's trying to get me to play Battlefield 1. He keeps trying and trying and trying, and I just kind of go, yeah, I will one day. Truth is, I probably won't. Oh, pardon me. So if you've just joined us, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. We've had people from Canada, we've had people from Mexico, UK, occasionally India, and other places who are enjoying the channel. So just join the group, why not? It's quite a limited amount at the moment. It's not even 2,000, it's not even 1,200 people yet. So you could be part of the I joined in before he got 2,000 followers. I am going to play horror games in Halloween. I'm going to do my makeup as normal, as well as play games that are just horror games. So yeah, that is coming up at some point in the near future. Well, Saturday, to be precise. When I say something in the near future, I mean Saturday. Just wait for this to install. It's taking a while. So have I got any extra subscribers? Let's have a look. I don't think I have, to be fair. Oh, I've got one extra subscriber. I'm now on 1,214. Before I started this, I was on 1,213. Yay. Ugh. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and whatever else. I'm not having any more gin because I have got work tomorrow and it is after 1 o'clock, and it would be daft to drink more gin when you got work in the morning. The big question is, and that's why we're playing on the PS3 at the moment, is the PS3 retro? Bearing in mind the PS5 is coming out soon, so it's 2 generations, plus it's over 15 years old. What makes it retro? Is it the fact it's 15 years old, or is it 2 generations? In my mind, it's 2 generations. So as far as I'm concerned, like the Xbox 360, when the Series X comes out and the PS5 comes out, the 360 and the PS3 will be retro consoles. However, at the moment, they're in that void. They're not retro, they're not current, so that's why the game's generally quite cheap. I played a few games today which are 45 pence to buy. This one is £3.95, but Ratchet and Clank was 35 quid. I know. Still to come, we've got Gran Turismo 5. So it works well that Halloween. We need you to put less makeup on. This is my natural beauty. It's the camera's angled so you don't see my huge belly. It looks like I'm like 6 months pregnant. I mean, people say that this game has got a lot of dialogue in it and not a lot happens in between, but it's taken a long while to install, or whatever it is it does. It's overkill. Yeah. No, I haven't got Overkill in. If someone brings it in, I'll play it. Games I want to play are FEAR 2, and then there's a couple of games on the PS4 as well, which are pretty cool as well. I mean, come on. I'm bored already. We've not even started playing the game yet. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Ideally, I want to get to 1,220. It's not going to happen tonight, but that's my my thing. Thanks, Dan, really. Abdul Malik as well, if you're watching. Hi. Okay, it's not much dialogue, but it's still dialogue. For God's sake, it just keeps going down to 0 again for the top line. If I could turn back time, if I could sit astraddle a cannon on a big American warship, wearing hardly anything at all, then I'd be a share, but I'm not, and I haven't, so there you go. I've got real itchy nose as well tonight. Installs, man, think that might be retro soon. Cloud gaming will take it. Do you reckon? The problem I have with cloud gaming is you never own the game, so as soon as they, a bit like Netflix, if they take the movie or the TV series off that you're really into, then you can't watch it anymore. You have to buy the DVD. Look, it's gone back to 0 again. God, this is so annoying. Plus, a lot of people, particularly in America, and to be fair, other countries don't have great internet. So in order to stream and stream and play games, you've got to have a really good internet connection. And then if you add in the fact that some games are multiplayer, even Fall Guys for example, then your internet connection's got to be so good, pardon me, so that you can actually play the games properly. And at the moment, it's not. No internet's that good. I have 400 megasecond, LOL. Where do you live? Do you live in Google's headquarters in Silicon Valley? Yeah, PS Now didn't work. What's that one? In other words, Fast Texas. What was the other one? The guy who runs it got in trouble for saying that people didn't have good internet connection. It wasn't their fault. I'm like, yeah, but you brought it out too soon. A bit like the Dreamcast. You look at the Dreamcast, it had, you know, built-in Ethernet cable adapter. Graphics and all that kind of stuff, but it was too soon. If they'd have held on to it for 2 or 3 years, we'd still have Sega consoles around now. Who knows, the Xbox might never have happened. We might be talking about the Sega new console coming out in November rather than the Xbox console coming out in November. What you need to do is you need to time it so that when you bring something out, that's the time to bring it out. And streaming services at the moment, I don't think it's the time to bring them out. Yes, they will be out in the future, but I don't think they're going to be around for that long at the moment. So there you go. Good morning, Tech with Lenio. Tech is from India, if I remember rightly. So what time is it in India? Because it's 1:24 AM here in the UK. I'm still waiting for this to install. It's taking a while, I'll be honest. $6:45 AM. What the hell are you doing up at 6:45 AM? Glad you're here, and you got an honorary mention before when I said I had people from Canada watching and people from Brazil watching, and I mentioned that we do have people from India who watch as well. Basically it was you. In fact, India is my third most popular country for people watching. So India. Right, we're up. I've no idea what's going on. It's just getting really angry now. We're on 2.01, 2.27, 2.4, 2.53, 65, 78, 91, 3.4, 3.17. I mean, for God's sake. Is this on the Xbox that I've been playing the game by now? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Tell your mates this is mad fat English guy who plays games when he's been drinking gin and alcohol really badly. But he'll give you a name check. Am I looking forward to Cyberpunk? I am, in a weird way. Although I don't think it's my kind of game. There's something about it that just looks cool. A bit like that movie. Don't tell me. Blade Runner. Blade Runner. It's kind of got the elements of Blade Runner in it, and Blade Runner was pretty cool. Although I can't remember the last time I watched the movie. It was probably about 15-20 years ago. But at the time it was cool, and Cyberpunk seems to have that feel about it. So it could be good. Yeah, it looks good, but it's all about gameplay, isn't it? At the end of the day, the only thing that really matters is gameplay. And if the gameplay is good, then we're in. If it just looks nice and the gameplay is a bag of spanners, then, you know. I've not tried Flight Simulator yet. It's not available on the Xbox One X at the moment. I've got the Series X coming in a few weeks. It might be available on the Series X, and I will try it then. I do remember playing on the Amiga Flight Simulator, and I remember half the screen. If you imagine that's the screen, then half the screen was taken up with controls and dials and things that never really changed, and then you had a bit here like that little square that was the actual bit that you flew on, and it was like 1 frame an hour, so it was really bad, but in a weird way I still liked it. So I'm kind of looking forward to playing Flight Simulator, but again I'm not. I kind of feel it, you know, it might have lost that fun that it had back in the day. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe while I still wait for this thing to install. We're almost on 25%. We are now on 25%. Yay. Only another 75% to go. I can fly to India, you're right. Technically, you can fly anywhere in the world, can't you? So I could take off from Manchester Airport or Liverpool Airport, both of which are fairly near to where I live. And then I can fly to anywhere in the world. But whether you can do it with a joystick or not, obviously not that one, a controller, which will be an Xbox controller, or whether or not you really need to plug in a keyboard to play it, because I think, to be honest, you need to plug a keyboard in to play Flight Simulator on your Xbox. I know you can plug keyboards into the Xbox, so it would make sense for that to be a thing. And who knows, maybe even a mouse. But don't quote me on that mouse bit, because I could be wrong with that. We're on 34% now. I think the loading lines were more fun, more exciting than the games. They were at times, to be fair. I mean, some of the loading screens. I think my favourite one was Whizball, because Whizball was always about the colours. And when you stuck the disc in the Amiga, you got this. You basically got the cover of the game, but it was all in black and white. But the colours, as it loaded, came in. And when you got the full colour picture, admittedly it was all pixels. So I mean, you knew what it were, but it wasn't exactly the same as the cover on the box. But you knew the game was loaded, and then you play the game, and then you play the game, and you just bouncing this ball around, and you're like, But the loading screen was cool. In case you're worried as well about yesterday, I did sleep really well when I went to bed. My cat's poorly at the moment, and I let her in the room and she slept on the bed next to me. She's a bit weird. She kept socially distanced. I'm like, how do you even know what COVID is, and how do you know what 2 meters is? Who says cats are intelligent? God's sake. We're on 47%. I'll be honest with you, I can imagine I'm going to play this game for less time than it took to install. I mean, this is like a PS4 game, isn't it? No, you're right. I mean, the box art was funny. I mean, one thing I particularly liked on Spectrum games, for example, was you'd pick up the box and it'd say on it Manic Miner or whatever, and then you turn the box around to see what the game looked like, and it'd have like 4 or 5 pictures, and underneath each one it would say Amstrad or Commodore 64 or whatever, but it wouldn't say Spectrum on it. And you're like, why don't you show the Spectrum version? Because I never had a Spectrum, I was a Commodore guy, but I always felt for people who had Spectrums, because the actual boxes very rarely had an image of a Spectrum game on it, because basically your character, if you played Spectrum, was black pixels with very little shading, if any, on them, on a screen with things you had to jump on that were black, but the actual screen itself was like in bands of different colours. But they very rarely put that on the box. What they put on is like the Commodore one, where your character is, okay, it's pixels again, but it's got some colour to it and some texture to it. Same with the Amstrad, but not with the Specky. I've never played Counter-Strike, no. On Spectrum, I could never play Horace and the Spiders on a colour TV because you could see the spiders. So to get a black and white TV. I had a Spectrum as a kid we got broke into, and the burglar didn't even want it. I can relate to that. The first car I ever had was a Ford Escort Mark II. This is a Ford Escort Mark 1. The Ford Escort Mark II, the grille at the front was the same size as the headlamps, and the headlamps were square. But I had a Ford Escort Mark II, and it broke down, and I left it on a street. I managed to get it parked up on a street, which I thought was quite safe. And then I walked home, and then about 2 days later I went back to it, and the window had been put through on the passenger side, and someone had stolen the radio cassette player, but they hadn't stolen a single cassette. I mean, I was more annoyed that they didn't like my taste in music than the fact that they'd smashed the window. Oh, so yeah, I know where you're coming from. Couldn't see the spiders. It shouldn't have been ups. I was going to say I didn't figure out how that worked, but I just went with it anyway because you know, that's how we roll, isn't it? This is Games and More. No, it's not. This is Taki TV. This is Elder Gamer Channel. We rock and roll with you guys. We don't criticise. We don't come up with anything. We just try and help the best we can. So we're still loading. 77%. How long have we been doing this? Horace goes skiing. We need Horrid back. Horrid, the guy who created Horace, he sued someone, or he got someone kicked off YouTube for using his game. And I'm like, what are you doing? This woman is promoting the game that you did 30 plus years ago, and she's got like thousands of followers. So what you do is you say, oh my god, someone recognizes the work I did years and years ago. I'll bring out some t-shirts so you can have, you know, like the pixels of Horace on your chest on his little skis. Ow, just put myself in the nipple then. Don't do that. I got real sharp nails. And use it as, use her site as a way of promoting Horace, because people will type in Horace t-shirts if they watch the videos and they like the videos, make some money from it. No, instead he tried to shut it down. What an absolute arse. I am late in the live. What's loading? What is loading is we're still on the PS3 and we're discussing whether or not the PS3 is retro. So what we're actually loading is the Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain game. I'm not going shirtless again. I've got my shirt on. So that's what we're currently loading. We're on 90% now. I mean, I'll be honest with you, this is like buying a game on the Xbox One or the PS4. It's like, oh, for God's sake, I just want to play the game. Don't forget to like if you're enjoying this stream. I've only got 8 likes at the minute, which is a bit disappointing, I'll be honest. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm retro gaming, but I'm not sure I am, because I'm using a PS3, and the big question is the PS3 retro? Because it is 2 generations old, it is over 15 years old, so in my eyes it is retro. I say 2 generations, it will be in a couple of weeks. So in my eyes this is a retro console. However, the debate rages of whether or not it is. But as far as I'm concerned, the day the PS5 comes out, the PS3 becomes a retro console. Yeah, PS2 is older, and PS2 is retro, and I don't have a problem with calling the PS2 retro. I've been calling the PS2 retro for quite a while, I'll be honest. In fact, I was probably calling the PS2 retro even before the PS4 come out. Because the PS3 and the Xbox 360 had such a long life. Oh, God's sake. Alright. We're off. For 2K kids, it may retro. For 90 kids, definitely not. Yeah, but we're on the PS5 now. Finally, I can do something with the controller, which is currently plugged in because, I'll be honest with you, I think the battery's flat. Spanish, please. I don't do Spanish. As far as I'm concerned, this game is a single player game. There is network plays 1 to 2, network features, but it is one player. It's 661 gigabytes minimum, DualShock compatible. C-Tech.
Mayday! Controls unresponsive. Tower, do you read?
C-Tech.
Shit.
Peace and love. Right, I assume we've crashed somewhere. That's a sink and a mirror. Couple of cassettes. Actually, it's a cassette with a mirror. It's got a Walkman. Sony Walkman, it's branded. The Man Who Stole the World. That's David Bowie. Wow, Burnout, you come from nowhere and just completely smashed it. Don't forget to like and share. Which came as some surprise. And I'd spoken to his eyes. I said you died a long time ago. Oh no, not me. I never lost control. You're face to face with the man who sold the world. Took his hand. Now to way back home. I thought I will be done. I don't know the words to this bit, which came as some surprise. I looked into his eyes. I thought you died a long time ago. Oh, boobies. What's it with the PS3 that there's boobs everywhere? Not me. We never get lost control. That's why I'm singing over it so it doesn't copyright it. To face with the man who sold the world. Bam 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 bam. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, Morning Glory. Not me. We never lost control. That's something I get very often, even at my age. To face with a man who sold the world. I'm in Casualty. Am I an ex-soap star? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Middle-aged, overweight, white guy who's been drinking alcohol, playing a game he doesn't really like. What could you want?
V has come to.
V has come too.
What? 2016? What? 2016? 2016? This is more than 4 years old. I'm not having 2016. To be fair, on the box it says 2015. 1997 to 2015. No! God. Sounds like a Dreamcast.
Ακούεις με?
Awakening. Prologue.
Ακούεις με? Can you hear me?
No.
Are you having difficulty speaking?
Yes.
Can you move your head?
No.
Just nod if you can hear me.
No.
Look up, please. Very good.
Thank you.
How do you feel now? Can you speak? What is your name? When were you born? Can you recall?
You're gonna die. You're asking questions that I don't want to answer. God, it's not the 1970s. I'm not typing in stuff like I did with my first Nokia, where you had to press buttons about 3 times. The Elder Gamer. Okay, I did. Take. That's my name. I'm born January the 1st because I was born in a soap opera. No, actually, I wasn't born January the 1st. I was born on December the 25th because I was born in a soap opera.
Good. Now then.
Why is the Union Jack over there?
Please try to relax. There is plenty of time. I need to tell you something. Please listen and try not to panic. You've been in a coma for quite some time. Yes, I know. You would like to know how long. I'm afraid it's been 9 years. Damn it! Nosocoma! 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 Nurse! Calm down. Calm down. Try not to panic. Wait a second. Try not to panic. You'll be all right.
God, imagine someone washing your winky and your bumhole and all the other bits of your body for 9 years.
How do you feel?
It's been 1 week since you came to. Now, let's try getting you out of that bed. Nurse. Don't worry. You've lost some strength, but we've been maintaining your muscle mass through massages, CPM therapy, and EMS.
You've been massaging me whilst I've been asleep. I hope I had a few happy
I
endings.
need to explain something to you, but you mustn't be alarmed. 9 years ago, you were injured in an explosion. Upon examination, we discovered 108 foreign bodies embedded within you. In addition to shrapnel, we also found fragments of human bone and human teeth. Most of it was removed, but some of the fragments still remain. They are located near your heart and in your skull. Look at this. The fragments are lodged deep within your cerebral cortex. We couldn't give you an MRI, the metal, you see. But even if we were to extract it, you would most likely suffer a brain hemorrhage.
God.
Mental and physical impairment are unavoidable. However, your current status is not life-threatening.
Twins, imagine if they didn't wash it for 9 years. Oh my God. I don't need to imagine. I know someone who's probably not washed this for 9 years. Currently banned from the shop. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
But please look down. It's best to see with your own eyes. Be brave. Nosocoma, Rigor, try to calm down. Calm down. Please, calm down. It's gonna be okay.
So I've lost a hand.
Yes. Calm down. Yes.
I've literally not been able to press a button yet.
Yes.
I can see why people moan about this game. Two weeks after awakening. So Dr. Triller comes down once a week. Does that mean they only wash my bits once a week?
It's true. There are those who wish you would never woken up. You should be dead, but you're not. The wheels are in motion. Your enemies are everywhere. We must alter your appearance immediately. Otherwise, I fear you won't leave this place alive. It's a wide open world up there, so there's something we need to take care of first. I'm going to change your appearance. We have no other choice. What you look like, however...
No. What does that do? Why would you have... Whoa, that looks weird. Wrinkles. Yeah, I'm old. Go for old. It's got a my nose, hasn't it? I'm spending more time on this than I normally do, because I'll be honest with you, oh, we can have tattoos. I never understood face tattoos, I'll be honest with you. That's pretty cool. Tell you what, he's a good surgeon, isn't he?
Very good. Now, let's remove these bandages. Your face has healed nicely. To tell you the truth, these bandages were more for your protection. To hide you from those who want you dead. As of today, your name is Ahab.
Who's that?
Forget everything. Your name, your past. This is you, as you've lived until this day. Tomorrow, it becomes your phantom.
Not yet. The patient in the next bed saw my face. Of course. Consider it done.
Okay, have time to go.
What happened to the woman?
The woman? We gave her a light. She took the short way down.
Who are you?
Who am I? You're talking to yourself. Been watching over you for 9 years. You can call me Ismail.
What the hell is going on?
Well, the good news is, you're in the land of the living. Bad news? The whole world wants you dead. On your feet, soldier. The whole place is coming down.
I'm looking at the chat, I just don't feel like I'm part of
Need
it.
a little pick-me-up? Okay. Here. Nothing like a little digoxin to get you back in the game. Come on! Get over it. Drug's not working.
That floor looks cold.
We're getting out of here. Move it.
Whoa. Whoa, too much thigh.
Let's take the stairs.
Oh, for God's sake, get up. God, if it's this bad, put him in a wheelchair and shove him down the stairs.
This way.
You need to get up. You need to... Whoa. You need to get up. You need to get up.
This isn't gonna work. We better take the elevator.
Why has he got this strap? Oh, is that the strap on for his arm? I thought it was like a bullet belt strap on thing.
What the hell is that? Something's coming.
That might work, twins, but I'm not overly convinced. Right, I'm going to make a confession to you. I played this on the 360. Not 360. On the PS4. And yeah, I thought it was crap. Did they do a version on the PS4? Because I've definitely played this before, because you end up in a car with the guy with the bandages on his head. But I've got to bear in mind it's after 2 o'clock in the morning. So last game is going to be Gran Turismo 5. Racing game, no less. Gran Turismo 5 came out in 2011. It was one of the games, it was meant to be a launch game, wasn't it? And then they brought out Gran Turismo 5 Prologue. And good news is, we have to install it. See, I say it's 2:09 AM. Technically, it's 3:09 AM. Because the clocks went back yesterday, didn't they? Although I didn't notice them going back, which was a bit annoying. Yeah, this is a platinum cover. So it's, yeah, it's different. I'm going to keep this game, to be fair, because I kind of like racing games, and Gran Turismo 1, oh pardon me, and Gran Turismo 2 were games that were actually alright. And I've not played Gran Turismo 5. Gran Turismo 5, take it to the track. Enjoy the drive of your life as the world's famous driving simulator returns to redefine the racing genre. Tackle new experiences, take your place in racing community, challenge others and settle scores on the track. Whoever you are, there's always something at stake in GT. Race over 1,000 cars in over 20 locations. So it goes 1,000 cars, yeah. 20 locations. Oh. Vehicle damage and advanced effects, car smoke and spark, spectacular stereoscopic 3D visuals, driver face tracking, course marker and karting, enhanced A-spec and B-spec mode, become a racing driver or be the boss of your own team, enhanced with the PlayStation Eye camera. What? 1-2 players, 2,000 and odd, 200 and odd megabytes minimum, 3D compatible game, PSP compatible, network features, 2 to 16 games players online. Only the best selling games qualify for platinum. Yeah, that's why they dropped platinum, because that was BS. Although I'm pretty sure Gran Turismo 5 was one of the best selling games. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. So, we're playing Gran Turismo 5. But we have to wait for that thing to install. So we're on 30%. Nothing happened then, did it? I did show you that we're on 30%. What's happened? Bum ba-dum bum. Has the mouse moved? No. Yeah, it has. The mouse has moved. There you go. We're on 40% now. Oh, God's sake. Day 45 and he's still waiting for his game to install. I wouldn't mind, but it's only a little game. We've lost someone. I don't know who we've lost, but we've lost someone. Yeah. No, I'm not going to dress up as Lenny Henry. I've got an idea who I want to dress up as, but it depends if I can get something to make me look like the person I want to dress up as. I know it's PC in the fact that it's not a bloke, but it probably won't happen, so don't quote me on that. I've done lots of Halloween broadcasts. So if you go through the videos, I don't think I've got a Halloween playlist. Maybe I should make a Halloween playlist. But if you type in Elder Gamer Halloween, I've done at least 2, if not 3 Halloween specials. Ugh, dress up as Carly. I don't know what Carly looks like. dress up as you, Jack. Right, we're on 81%. 82%. It's not a rush, is it? Ugh. That's a big girl. You would be a donkey then, Elder, if you dress up as Jack. Oh my god. He's hung like a donkey? Crikey. I'm hung like a seahorse, I'll be honest with you. That's why I've been single for so long. Whew. I'm definitely getting tired now. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Right, good news. We got a blank screen. Oh, there we go. Oh, we have to update the software? Really? Oh, for God's sake. What of 18? One of 18. That is more. I'm like a donkey in one area. Yeah, your mind, because you're an ass. I'm still trying to figure out how I managed to play a Metal Gear Solid on the PS4 when I thought it was only available on the PS3. Every chat I thought we would insult me because they worship me. It's hard being so perfect. I must admit it's the same problem I have, I'll be honest with you. I mean, you know, I've spent years trying not to be as perfect as, you know, I am. But sometimes you just have to go with it, don't you? You just have to take the beauty that God give you and go, you know what? A is perfect. And it seems unfair to, you know, not stop sharing the perfection that we have. You know, it does seem a bit, you know, tight to not share the beauty and the, well, beauty that we give people. Oh no, not Gran Turismo. Yes, but it's not any Gran Turismo. It's Gran Turismo 5, and we're currently on. Hang on, we've made it out of the way. Oh. 1 of 18, and we're on 20% of the 1 of 18. Could be here a while, to be honest with you. Which is a shame, because at the end of the day, I need to get some sleep. Just have a nap now. Something made noise then. Thank you, Jack. I have no idea what that means, but I'll take that. Technically it's early morning. Technically you only see one. You don't see the other one. Which is that one. You don't see that one. That one's shy. We're just waiting, if you just joined us, for Gran Turismo 5 to install. Never had a PS3 before, and I wasn't aware how long it takes for games to install. It's like the PS4 and the Xbox One. It's like day 45 and he's still waiting for Gran Turismo 5 to install on his console. So he is like, why man, and all that. Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain PlayStation 4 was released on PS4. Ah, that's why then. It was special edition with MSG game. Ah! Well, there you go then. So that explains. And I'm pretty sure I'll have streamed it because I only played games on the PS4 when I had a PS4 online. So therefore there will be a live stream of me playing that game. And I can't believe I spent so long installing the blinking thing when I'd already played it. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Good night, Carly. Or good morning. I think your mouse is hiding in a gerbil's favorite hiding place, Carly. You're searching in the wrong place. We've got an ongoing saga of missing mice. It's just what happens on this channel. Random stuff. But a bit of alcohol tonight. I've had some Stella Artois, although I've not hit anyone, so I've obviously not had enough. And then I washed it down with a bit of gin. So we're waiting for it to install, and I tell you what, it is taking forever. There's a possibility I may well just stop this and do this another night, because, well, it's so slow. So slow. Jerry? To be fair, my daughter, she has a cat called Thomas. So let's hope that Jerry hasn't ended up in my daughter's house. Because it'd be Tom and Jerry. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Tom and Jerry. Oh, we did laugh. Possibly. Maybe not. I think Carla's already gone. Have I had any more subscribers tonight? Let's have a look. No, no more subscribers. Normal vlog has had 40 views, 3 likes, no dislikes, 1 comment, which was just a thumbs up. Ugh. God, I'm so white. I lean back and my body comes see-through. I mean, that's bad, innit? I need to be like Donald Trump and get some fake tan. But obviously leave my eyes. So my eyes are that colour. But the rest of me is like a... I just had a Toblerone. Like a kind of Tizer. No, yeah, like, yeah, whatever. Why don't you get a spray tan so people can call you Orange Man Bad? I'll be honest with you, I want to go to Essex to do a Let's Explore, and while I'm there, I want to get a fake tan. It's the only place in the country that I want to get a fake tan at, because I think that would be hilarious. But obviously it's getting to Essex. I mean, it might be 2022 by the time things get back to old normal, so could be a while for that. But imagine this bod orange without the... hang on, there we go. Imagine this bod orange. Oh, it'd be beautiful, wouldn't it? Well, no, obviously not, but that's the whole point. It's meant to be tacky. It's tacky TV, that's what we do. I'd have stopped the download and pitched that console into the bin a while ago. You are a patient man. Tell me about it. This is the second time I've been patient. Trump should be the king of Essex. Yeah, no, but he does it wrong because he has them goggles on when he gets spray tan, doesn't he? So that round his eyes is always bright white. I mean, he obviously can't go like that. He shut his eyes while they spray him, which is what I'd do. What are we on? We're still on 1 of 18. I mean, for God's sake. You cannot perform background download on this content. Oh my god, I've turned into Exo Titan. 14 loudly. That's a 40-minute download. I can't do a 40-minute download. It's 2:30 in the morning already. I can't do a 40-minute download, for God's sake. Is it downloading off the internet web then? We're coming up to 3 hours of this live stream, and I'll be honest with you, we're on 2 hours and 55 minutes. I'm going to stop this on 3 hours, which gives it a chance of actually doing something. CPU is at 21.2%. We're on 30 frames per second. We've dropped 0 frames. 0%, and kilobytes per second is 27.32, 26.71, 26.72, 26.70, 26.18. So yeah, kilobytes per second is up and down all over the place. My Mario statue just went. Oh, God's sake. There you go. There you can see both his eyes now. Let's do an old thing, because I've got my Battlefield dice dog tags here, and I always say a chest even my chest, which I'll be honest is horrendous, looks better with dog tags on. I mean, if you're young and fit and you have dog tags, then obviously you're going to look amazing. Oh, hang on, I need to take my headset off. Hang on. Messed up there. Oh. There you go. Now, doesn't my chest look so much better? And it goes for anyone's chest. Just looks better with dog tags on. Although I do look like I've gone really cold, which I haven't. It's really warm in here, so I'll just take that off. What are we on? We're on 2 hours and 57 minutes now. So it looks like oh, there it is. I've had a disaster. But it's alright, sorted it. You're better off all natural, no donuts. What time have you got to get up? I've got to be up in about 7 hours. 7.5 hours. To be fair, I can rarely, I've got an itch on my back now, I can rarely go to sleep when I've been streaming straight away. I have to have some kind of downtime. Alright, let's have a look where we're at. Right, this is not going to happen tonight, is it? So, I'm going to call it quits. So thanks to Twines, Jack, Tenacious Grip, Tufts TV, Carly, Elias, Burnout, Tech with Lino. Jack, why have you retracted all your things? Literally, he's retracted everything he said in the chat, which makes no sense, because most of it was alright. Player 1. That takes some doing. Nestor. Garay. 467 Wi-Fi. There's a lot of you. Kieran. Dan. Gold Darley Coo. So, thank you for watching. For those who want to see that, there you go. For everyone else, I do apologise. I was testing something on my laptop thing. Well, you managed to delete everything you said, which is quite impressive. Anyway, I've been streaming for 3 hours. This isn't going to load anytime soon, and it is 2:34 AM, and I've got to be at work at 10:30 AM. So I'm going to go now. So sleep tight, look after yourselves, and of course,